Welcome everyone to the RTV studios here at Martinsville High School for another edition of Inside Martinsville Football on WREP 15 Sports and the MHS Rewind YouTube channel. I'm your host Eric Meyer, joined as always by Artesian head coach Brian Duggar. It's been a couple of weeks, Coach Duggar. We had a fall break there after the contest against Mooresville, and then you had to play over fall break on the road at Plainfield, a game where the Quakers are able to come back at the end and get that victory there in the final regular season home game, or final regular season game.
Yeah, unfortunately, since the first quarter of Mooresville, we've not put together pretty good 7 quarters here recently. Didn't finish that game strong, and then against Plainfield, we played okay. Just a lot of mental mistakes. Jumped off sides a lot, false starts, a personal foul that wasn't we could control. Just more of a mental lapse than anything against Plainfield.
Something maybe attributed to the fact that they're on full break. I know the kids come in, obviously if you knew the answers to that, you can fix it, but some things there with the fall break I'm sure had a little bit of impact.
Yeah, we can make excuses, but at the end of the day, it's control what we can control, and that's go out and play our style of football and do what we've been taught to do and coached to do every game, and we didn't do that.
Regardless of that, though, you still have the opportunity there late in the game. You're able to come back in that one after you have the lead. You're able to get back, and you have the opportunity to go for 2 there, and you go for 2. It just didn't make it.
Yeah, that's our philosophy. We've said that since the day I got here, that's how we're going to be. If we get a chance to go for the win late in the game, that's what we want to do. With balls on the 3-yard line, we should be able to get 3 yards in our offense, and we practice that every day, all of our 2-point plays. We're fully prepared for those situations, and at the end of the day, just didn't execute.
Not able to get it in, but then you did execute an onside kick.
Onside kick was done perfectly. Ethan gave us a great opportunity, got the ball back, and we tried to give ourselves a chance, just didn't have enough.
Just didn't have enough there to be able to get that in there at the end on that last drive. So Plainfield comes away with the win. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the highlights from the contest against Plainfield. These courtesy Carl Van Devender. Fall break, so we didn't have Cole, our normal videographer there, but Carl, former student, does a fantastic job as usual.
And there's a really good play by Braden Shrake, but again, kind of like the night in general. We make the good play, but we don't make the great play with the interception. So we kind of had a bunch of those types of things all night. I thought we played well. We just didn't play great, and we made a lot of mental mistakes. We did a lot of things, made some good plays here and there, another good pitch and catch. I thought Garrett Skaggs may have had his best game of the season. Good punt returns, good job on his routes and catching the ball in kind of wet conditions. Another big night for Chase. I think he had 11 or 12 receptions. Actually broke school record for most catches in a season, so that's a pretty big deal for him. You talk about a school like Martinsville and the history of passing the ball and all the records they have here to be at the top of that for catches in the season is a big deal.
Who had that? Who had that reception?
Oh, I know Brad Shields was like second, I believe. I'd have to look and see who it was.
I can't remember, but that was a great reception.
Yeah,
speaking
for
of
Shrake there. And like I said, Braden had a really good game, came in both sides of the ball and played well. He kind of gave us a little bit of a lift at running back with Riddick and all those guys being down, basically.
Plainfield changes quarterbacks, Sue. Were you a little surprised at that?
Well, I think the kid got hurt. He wasn't dressed in the second half. He was in street clothes, so I don't know what type of injury he had, but this kid came in. This is the kid that would have been the starter after probably their backup. The starter and the backup got hurt early in the year, so this kid, the freshman, had to come in and play. But, they didn't change much. They did what they did. I didn't think it was an issue of us, I thought we did well. I thought we played pretty well defensively. We just made too many mistakes of jumping off sides and giving them 5 free yards here and 5 free yards there to kind of set up and allow them to kind of keep drives going. Again, I thought, physically, I thought we were dialed in. I thought we did things well. Thought we pitch and catch pretty well. Thought we ran some routes wrong. I thought we had some wrong blocking assignments. Another great catch there by Chase. But if you take those mental errors out, I think this is a game we win. And there, that's the play at the right there at the 1-yard line, punching in at the in regulation. And once we got them to jump off sides, and we kind of ran that same play again, and we didn't execute the same way. We screwed up our blocking scheme up front and didn't get the job done on the 2-point conversion, that is.
Pressure on the quarterback here.
Again, there's another one of those. Great play by Trey. Good job. Got to find a way to pull that ball in and change field position. Those are the kind of the differences in a game, if you will. Not again, balls on the ground, pops right to them. We didn't play bad. We just didn't make those big, huge plays you got to have to kind of. This is a big play right here. We get the interception. We score on this drive, and this is the type of things that those are kind of plays that kind of snowball with each other and kind of get momentum going a little bit. Big play. I think that's right after the interception. We kind of throw a little now spot screen right now to Chase, and Chase turns it into a 30, 40-yard touchdown.
So it looked like you guys had kind of captured some momentum back in the game with that score.
I would agree with that, and that's exactly what happened. And we get a stop on defense, and then we start moving the ball here, and then we make a mistake and throw an interception, and the tide turned a little bit in this game. But again, a great catch there by Phillip. I don't think it was a lack of a physical thing. I think it was just being mentally dialed in and making the plays when we needed to. It's good coverage. Caden Long right where he's supposed to be. A kid's an Iowa commit. That's one-on-one coverage, and our guy wins. Big play there by Devin. Devin's getting better each week. He's due for we talk about a blowout game where he's going to make a ton of plays, and he's just got to keep getting better each day. Big play there by Weston. Good tackle in the open field. Read that well. Came downhill. We've had a little success with this little tunnel screen for Chase. He runs it really well. We block it really well. Again, we're doing a lot of things right. You watch the film, and there's a lot of things that, look at highlights and how we play. Again, like I said, if you take out some of the mental mistakes that we make in this game, I think this is a win for us.
Pressure here.
Yep.
Nick Crone. Lots of white jerseys around. Plainfield quarterback.
Yep. And then again, Nick there with a big play. Big, huge play. Third down. We force a punt, get the offensive ball back. We block the punt. I don't know if that's just right here. We get in here, so change the game. Get in there, block the punt. Give us great field position.
Tyler back to pass here. Nice look. You mentioned Garrett doing a great job. He took a huge hit that time and held on to it.
It's a big catch there by Garrett. Kind of the touchdown to kind of get us right there. And you can see right there on our sideline, we're all going for two. There was no like, hey, go for one. No, everybody was in. We all knew what needed to happen. Great execution there. Got the onside kick after failing the 2-point conversion. And just, we just got to go down and execute. And we just didn't get it done.
Plainfield able to come away with a victory in that one over you guys. You saw that onside kick there. So that guy comes up to try to field it within 10 yards. Do you have to let somebody field it? Does it have to go 10 yards and then you can jump on it, or do you have to let them have a chance?
It's either got to go 10, or the other guys have to come, or the other team has to come touch it. So that one was definitely going to go 10. Ethan had some heat on it. It was going to go 10, which then at that point it's a free ball once it touches the ground. So if that kid comes up early and touches it, then it's got to be
so your guys' ball at that point in time. I guess the question for me, the fact was that, but if it goes, as long as it's hit the ground, it's a live ball once it goes 10 yards. So that guy trying to make a play on it was just trying to probably didn't want it to get to him with as much heat as they did from there, making a play at 5 yards into it. But you got the ball back, but unable to score. Plainfield comes away with a victory. It's their second straight loss, so now you got to kind of rebound here and get ready for sectional week. How have the kids responded this week in preparation for
I think we've had a really good week of practice. I think our kids are dialed in. I know they know we haven't played good football. They really want to get back to being the team that we were weeks 5, 6, 7. We were playing really good football, doing things we've been capable of doing, and I think they want to get back to that. So practices have been spirited. Kids are, they're ready to go. There's a little bit of urgency in the air, if you will, because of being sectionals. So kids are ready.
Yeah, you've got it. So win or go home, and for some of those kids, it'll be their last game that they ever play football at. Hopefully not, but if they aren't able to get to victory, it could be over with at that point. So like you said, the urgency is a little bit greater. Silver Creek's the opponent coming up. It's a team that you don't normally see, and it's a long bus ride that you will take down to around New Albany, Sellersburg to battle Silver Creek. The Dragons coming up on Friday night, a team that, if people pay attention anything in the state of Indiana to athletics, are probably more well known for their basketball prowess that they've had over the past couple of years. But it's a team that's in football has had some success, and again this year, what are we going to see out of them? I know it's a team that's going to like to keep the ball on the ground.
They're a really good football team. They're well coached. They're physical. They're fundamental. They do a really good job. They remind me of mid-'90s Roncalli team, power pitch, wing counter, ISO, and then pop a few big passes on you because you get kind of sucked up into the play action game or the run game, if you will. They're really, really good. I think it's going to be a handful on Friday night. Their coach does a really good job of getting them in positions and kind of playing old school football, and I think they're fun to watch.
Like you said, it's old school football. It's a team that's probably going to run it 40 or 50 times a game. Kind of like you said, maybe that Roncalli formation, but explain a little bit for some of the people what they're going to expect to see out of them formation-wise on Friday night.
So you're going to see a lot of two tight ends. You're going to see a tight end with a wing, occasionally a split-out guy, but they're going to have a fullback, running back, two guys in the backfield, two tight ends, a wing, and they're going to try and pound the ball at you. They're going to just keep the ball in between the tackles and try and just 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Kind of similar to what we see at Greenwood a little bit.
When you go on the other side of the football, a 3-3 stack team, but a little bit different than what you guys do.
Yeah, it's kind of like ours, but they want to keep their Mike linebacker untouched. He's kind of their free hitter, if you will, that Coach Cuttriff always talks about when he does our games. Our free hitters are safety. Theirs is their Mike linebacker. So they kind of bump him back and kind of protect him and let him go make plays. And similar to what we do, but just enough different that it kind of have to add some tweaks to the game plan a little bit.
They've got some athletes over there. It's not a team that's devoid of any athletic talent over there as well. What are some of the problems they're going to present for you defensively on Friday night?
Well, I mean, for their defense, if that's what you're asking, they've got I think they're stacked. They kind of allow those guys to be free will and do their things. And their Mike linebacker's really good. He's a really good football player. He's well built, strong, runs well, and he hits. He's physical as can be. So they're gonna try and be physical. They're gonna try and get after us a little bit, get after the quarterback, because that's what they're gonna see is the key to keep Tyler from kind of having a big night. Offensively, obviously they got those two running backs that are big, strong, and super fast, and they'll run hard, and then they'll pop one, and they'll take off. They got good speed to have breakaway speed for sure.
You guys have some hands full coming up on Friday night. Before we get to the keys to the game, though, we mentioned it just a few minutes ago, the fact that it's about a 2-hour bus drive down there. So how do you guys approach what you're going to have to do, because you don't face that during regular season and have it for a while?
I coached with a guy that was a Hall of Fame football coach for a long time, and he said, anytime you drive an hour, you're down 7 points. So based off that logic, we're down 14 points already before we get off the bus. So we're going to have to come out. We're going to have to be focused. We're going to have to kind of get our bearings once we get down there. But once 7:30 hits and the ball's on the tee, all that stuff's out the window. It's just do the things you've been coached and execute.
So 7:30 start, moved it back a half hour to give you a little bit more time. Is the game plan, you get out of here early, get down there early, or are you still looking the same thing that you normally do? Try to arrive
for the most
like
part.
Normal.
Yeah, try the most part. Instead of doing our walkthrough here, we'll do it down there. But other than that, same game plan. We're going to try and keep it a normal Friday.
All right, so are the keys the same
as they always, take care of the football, read your keys, defeat blocks, tackle. That's it.
Coach, we appreciate it. Good luck coming up Friday night.
Awesome. Thanks, Eric.
That's Artesian head coach Brian Duggar here inside Martinsville football. The Artesians open up sectional play coming up this week. It's on the road at Silver Creek, 7:30 kickoff for you guys wanting to get down there. I think you're going to need to bring lawn chairs too, because the last time I looked at their sidelines, it was about like coming to a Little League game, bleacher-wise. I believe you may want to bring some chairs there just in case if you want to get down there. But get down there, support the Artesians as they battle the Silver Creek Dragons in the opening round of sectional play on Friday night. As always, I'd like to thank the head coach for coming in. For Coach Duggar, along with the guys back there producing it, I'm Eric Meyer. We'll see you again next time inside Martinsville football.